Hello, lovelies. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so welcome back to my YouTube channel again. If you're new here, my name is Afifa Lak, and in today's video, it's gonna be so special. So if you started watching it already, you have noticed that I am video recording. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so first thing is first. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing and what you're thinking. So click that subscribe button and click the bell so you can get all my videos, and yeah, just keep up with me. And I want to tell you that everything I'm gonna say in this video, I'm also learning. So yeah, let's just grow with each other, so yeah. First thing is first, why, like, you want to get back to Allah again? Why? Ask yourself, why do you wanna come back to Allah? And why do we stray, and why do we seek to return back to Allah? Those are the questions you have, like, to start asking yourself, or maybe myself too. So many people experience periods of spiritual distance or even doubts about many things, such as life challenges, distractions, or feelings of doubt. Wanting to get back to Allah is already a beautiful step, that to show it, like, it shows sincerity and humanity. When you start thinking about getting closer to Allah, it's the first step already. So I'm I was like so far away from my deen. Like, I got this feeling, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should get back to Allah. Like, really, I'm lost. Like, I don't know what's going on. And just so I started getting back to Allah step by step, and yeah. And I'm going to share with you steps which they can help you to get back to Allah. Yeah. Step number one: start with a sincere intentions. Like, start with sincere intentions, like near, right? Have near. Starting by setting pure intentions lays the foundation for any spiritual effort. Like, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, actions are judged by intentions. That a sincere intention signals to Allah that the person's heart is committed to change. Sincerity is the key. Allah loves us when we seek to return to Him, and sincerity regardless of our past. Even though you have done a big sins, like, going back to Allah is always the best thing. And you have to remember, He's a Rahman. He's gonna forgive us every single thing we do. And as long as we seek forgiveness, and yeah, we're gonna get back to that. Okay. Step number 2: reflect on your heart and repent. Like, reflect on your heart and repent. Like, have Tawbah. Tawbah means returning to Allah, and involves acknowledging one's shortcomings. Allah's mercy is like boundless. It's infinity. He loves when we, His servants, seek forgiveness. As I said earlier, like, there's this quote, I read it somewhere. It goes like, indeed, Allah loves those who are constantly repentant, in the Qur'an. Like, yeah, yeah, you can, like, search it. Yeah, okay. And tip number 2 is acknowledge mistakes. Like, acknowledging mistakes and seeking forgiveness also, and having hope in Allah. And don't ever forget that Allah is Ar-Rahman. He always forgives us. Like I said it earlier, Allah's mercy is infinity, and He always waits for us to return to Him. Allah doesn't need us. We need Him, because without Him, we're completely lost. Like, we need Allah. Allah doesn't need us. We are going back to Him, and He is always gonna wait for us, no matter what we do, no matter what we're doing. Just keep in mind that and that Allah's mercy is beyond everything. Okay, so yeah. Um, Step number 3: build a connection through Salah, like prayer. Start practicing praying like regularly, like 5 times a day. And Salah is not just an obligation, but a profound way to communicate with Allah. It centers the soul and reconnects one spiritually, like, when you're like standing in Salah, you are like, you are talking to Allah. You are talking to Allah. First, when you start getting your wudu, you have already started talking to Allah. Like, that's the first step, and the first step is having the willing to say, I am going to do this. I'm going to do this for myself, because we're doing for ourselves here in this dunya. We are by ourselves. Everything we go through is just like a test. So for you, winning that test is when you find Allah. So that's the thing I've found, like, really, when I started praying, like, I can tell you, because I've experienced it. I'm young, but I'm so grateful, like, alhamdulillah. Like, every day, the things I went through, they were not that bad, but I learned some lesson through that. And yeah, I cannot say that they were like nice experiences like I am experiencing now, because then I did not pray. Like, I used to not pray, astaghfirullah. Oh my god, I cannot even think about that, because then I was no I was no mm-mm. But with that, alhamdulillah, that I have changed. I become like a new leaf right now, alhamdulillah. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it, because when you start praying, everything around you changes. I started wearing the hijab, and I felt like a new person, like, I felt like this was new for me, and I loved it. The second I put on my hijab, like, everything in my life, everything in my life changed, like, dramatically. Like, let me tell you, I like the friends I had with me. Oh wait, we're gonna get back to that, okay? Because if I start talking, I love this topic so much. So yeah, tip number 2: set reminders. Like, when you start praying, the thing which is gonna help you, download the apps. All the apps that they will help you in prayers, like setting reminders, or on your alarm clock. Just put time for Salah. When is the Salah? When is the next Salah coming? And keep up with the good work. You will get the results you want consistently. Like, do that consistently. Like, set little reminders on your phone. Start with short but sincere prayers. Like, you're not gonna start by going all in. You're not gonna start by going all in when you're starting to get back to Allah. You're gonna go with, like, sincere, like, short, like, daily prayers, like those 5 daily prayers. And when you are consistently, when they become habit, like, when you're on that 100 level, so you can start adding tahajjud, sunnahs, and yeah, things, those steps like that. Yeah. And yeah, step number four is establish a routine of dhikr. This is where, like, the remembrance of Allah. This is where we start remembering Allah throughout the day. Dhikr keeps the heart spiritual alive. Like, when you like doing dhikr, like, astaghfirullah, I seek forgiveness from Allah, can change a person's state. Like, it's a mind of spirit. Like, when I'm saying astaghfirullah, I don't have time to sin, because my tongue is on astaghfirullah, and I'm distracted. Like, I'm like, my mind is in that state of asking and seeking forgiveness, and I can, like, I'm completely lost. So you don't have time to sin or do anything, like, which will anger Allah. So it's a nice way of remembering Allah, doing dhikr. And you have just to say astaghfirullah, alhamdulillah, subhanallah, things like that. You can just search. If you don't know how to do dhikr, there are so many videos on YouTube. You can just, buy tasbih and just, there are so many ways you can, remember Allah. And remember, the dhikr is done everywhere you go, apart from the toilet, of course, apart from there, but anywhere apart from there, so anywhere is fine. Even though you're sitting on a train or where in a class or where, just remember, just say astaghfirullah, 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 astaghfirullah. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I love it. Okay, so step number 5 is seek knowledge to strengthen your faith. Okay, so understanding Islam deeply can transform a person's connection with Allah. Like, how are you gonna seek knowledge about so that you can strengthen Allah? For me, I do this like this. I love listening to broadcasts about these Muslim sisters who are talking about the deen and things like that. I love. There's this broadcast I love that it's my favorite. It's called E-Muslima. Oh my god, that broadcast is like my favorite. I can listen to her like the whole day straight. I can listen to her. I'm gonna link into my I'm gonna link it to my web, but I don't know how to do that. But I can put it just a sticker there. You can just see it. Yeah. Okay. So that's. Or you can just search it on Spotify anywhere. I love that broadcast. It teaches me a lot, and I get a lot from it. Yeah, learning more about the faith can answer doubts and deepen love for Allah. Learning more about the prophets, like things like that. Start by reading Islamic books. I want to do that. I want. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I want to read an Islamic book, but I don't. I go to bookstores, but I don't find any. But if you have the chance and you have that Islamic book on your bookshelves, please read it, because you have it, because I want to have it. And here where I live, and I just don't find any of that. So, but that doesn't stop me from reading or listening to a lecture on YouTube or on Spotify, where I'm on a bus going to school or going anywhere I want. So yeah, and it's fine to download website with the information you want, reliable to Islam, yeah. And step number 6 is surround yourself with a good company. This is what I was talking about. The people we spend time with significantly impact our spiritual journey. Like when you are surrounding yourself with people who do not pray, who do not encourage you to get closer to Allah, so you drift away, and you don't remember about Allah. You are always you're just distracted, and you don't know what's going on. Like I was there before. Before I started my spiritual journey. I used to hang out with people who were not close to Allah, who were not even thinking about getting close to it. But in my heart, deeply inside, I always felt this deep desire, this deep desire, because I am a Muslim, and that thing keeps coming into my heart and in my head. Whenever I'm doing something, I'm like, I feel like sudden of guilt, like I feel this guilt like eating me up. Like I'm like, oh my god, I think you guys have experienced it. So if you have experienced it, like, what I'm talking about, please comment and say just a red heart, yeah, whatever. So, and I'm like, I used to think, I was like, I want to get close to Allah so bad. But when Ramadan came, and I was like, this is my chance. So yeah, alhamdulillah. So I changed, yeah, oh my god, so nice. Okay, yeah. I was saying about good friends. Good friends can inspire you and support you one's journey back to Allah. Like encourage finding find find communities or even online groups focus on Islamic knowledge and support, find like communities, like find friends who bring you closer to Allah. The friends which I had before, they are not the friends I don't even know where they are. They disappeared in the thin air. Like if you ask me where they are now, I can't tell because we grew apart. Like we just grew apart. We are not the same people again. Not anymore. Okay? So step number, and yeah, there's this quote. I love listening to it. It's cause it says like, show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. So if you have bad friends, people are gonna say you're bad even though you're not bad. So they're gonna, if they see friends you work with and they see you, even though those friends smoke, do things, haram things, and they see you wearing the hijab and things like that going, and they're gonna start saying, oh yeah, hijabis do that, even though you don't do that. So pick friends wisely in that, okay? Yeah, okay. Step number 7. Reflect on the Quran and its meanings. I haven't started doing that yet, but I'm on the way, okay? I do like sometimes when I'm praying, when I finish praying, I review like a small surah. I review it and just, reflect on it, like, those small surahs, like, yeah, and the Quran is Allah's direct guidance, like it's Allah's words, like, and reading or listening to it. I love listening to Quran because I cannot read the Arabic one. I have an English version one which I love reading, and yeah, listening to Quran and even verses each day. Like I listen to Quran like almost every day now because I'm starting to reduce the amount of music I listen to. I'm starting to reduce it, replacing it with broadcast and nasheeds and Quran. Alhamdulillah. Oh my gosh. At first it was so hard, and sometimes it's so hard to resist the temptation. But may Allah keep me safe, and yeah, all of us. Yeah. Yeah. And step number 8, which is the last but not the least, okay? So yeah, be patient and stay consistent. Spiritual growth is a gradual, and Allah values small, continuous actions. And like how he says in this hadith, like the most beloved deeds to Allah are those that are done consistently, even though they are small. In Sahih Bukhari. Yeah, you can like practice, like I said, doing dhikri, remembering Allah, or praying daily prayers, and avoid using bad words like cursing and gossiping, and just keep your tongue clean and rinse your heart, and always remember that Allah's mercy beyond everything, like He forgives us no matter what we do. Always remember that, because that's the greatest thing you can do. Okay, so yeah. Conclusion, I want to say, rely on Allah and keep going, relying on Allah. Allah is always close. Like Allah is always close with us, guys. Like He never leaves those who strive for Him. Like make du'as every single time you're praying or sitting in one place. Just make du'as, even just make du'as every time. Every time you're sitting there, just make a du'a. Every time you're going to eat, make a du'a. Every time you just do something, just make du'a. And always keep in mind that Allah is always with us. Okay, so if you made it to the end, I love you so much and thank you for being here, and yeah, bye.